So yo, I appreciate y'all checking me out. My boy Ty came through to holler at me for a quick second. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the love, my man.
Man, it's all good. It's all love.
And so I just wanted to hit us with a couple of topics, or hit y'all with a couple of topics. You know, y'all just getting real life thoughts from real niggas out here, real motherfuckers. And so I appreciate my brother. And so I know one of the first things I wanted to holler at him about and get some of his thoughts on was Nipsey Hussle's funeral. You know, rest in peace to my boy Nip. Like I said, that pretty much got me started on my marathon, like, you know, inspiring dude. And so I don't know, I'm gonna hand it over to you, man. What's your thoughts on the funeral, Nip, the whole situation, period?
Yeah. What's today? April 11th. It's 2019.
Yeah.
Today was the funeral. In service in the homegoing for Nipsey Hussle. And man, I thought the service was just amazing, honestly, because you know, you got to think it's over 20,000 at the Staples. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
a
I
big
thought
deal.
it was dope.
I thought to go out, if you gotta go out, and everybody gotta go out someday.
Yeah.
You know, however you put it, you know, if you could go out on top, you know, that's like going out on top.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, relevant, people miss you, like, it's shocking,
Yeah.
but it's controversial. But, you know, history's taught us, you know, that, you know, this has happened before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This isn't the first time this, you know, one of our brothers that's been, you know, out here putting a good effort forward to making a change in the community and really just, you know, focus on advancing not just himself,
Yeah.
but, you know, everyone else around him. It's like, this isn't the first time we've seen someone, you know, die young or die early in their pursuit of greatness.
Definitely got the feel of Pac, Biggie.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I remember their deaths. Like,
Right. And even though, you know, Nipsey had a different plight, you know, because he started young like the rest of them did, but he didn't really start getting the acknowledgement until
his later years.
Till his later years, you know.
Yeah.
Like, just became recently Grammy nominated. His album just dropped a few months ago, and you know, it was a big deal. And you got to think, you know, for an independent artist, for your first real project that you drop mainstream to be Grammy nominated, that's like, that shit is amazing.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, he seemed like a vet for it to be his first album.
Right.
You know, I know he was a vet. I mean,
he put out a bunch of projects before that.
Yeah,
you know,
a bunch of music, a bunch of years
in the game. So I mean, it's not like niggas like the nigga Nipsey just popped up out of nowhere. That's not what I'm saying. You know, I'm just, you know, acknowledging that, you know, he didn't get big and get that credit mainstream that he got until, you know, maybe like the last couple of years of his career.
Yeah.
And definitely the album helped him out majorly. Rock Nation. You know, Lauren London, you know, just all of those things coming to pass, like, just took the whole Nipsey wave and just took it elevated to a whole nother height. So, you know, but truth be told, that's not even his biggest contributions.
Yeah, it's not, you know, because I always say that most of the interviews I saw Nip in, you know, most people was talking about his business acumen.
Right.
And so, I mean, yo, it's just a big loss. You know, I was streaming the funeral while I was at work.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
did too.
I saw Farrakhan speak. That was, you know, I thought that was cool. His mother, you know, I thought that was like powerful. I watched a couple of videos on his mother.
Right.
Snoop, you know, that was cool.
Yeah, Snoop did his thing. Like, I really like Snoop, listening to him, because the thing about Snoop is, you know, I mean, he's a Crip.
Yeah.
So he, you know, he came up in the same streets, came up out of the same struggle, and it's almost like Nip was like a younger version of him. You know what I mean? And really on his way to be, maybe possibly being bigger than him, you know, someday. So, you know, man, the you know, the business acumen, is just, insight to after the music, like what that person's really about.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because I think, the money and the fame is really the test, is the true test of being in the game. It's not necessarily, the test ain't necessarily in the failure of it. To me, the test a lot of times is in the success of it, like what you gonna do with the success.
Yeah.
Because we done heard all the horror stories of dope artists, major artists, independent, whoever, but people making movements, rest in peace Mac Miller. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mac Miller just died. Mac Miller was doing his own thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What? XXX, Triple X?
Triple X, you know what I mean? Like these guys were, monumental in terms of what they were doing and what they were giving the game, you know what I mean? Like they was giving the game like a whole nother, wave, like a whole nother way of thought, a whole nother level of creativity, and so, rest in peace to Nip. It's unfortunate, but we've seen this. Unfortunately, we've seen this.
Yeah.
Many times before. So, hey.
But I think he leaving on a good note. Like, he leaving on the bang. He got a lot of dudes, probably even like me. Like I did my first video that day. Like, and I ain't even trying to. I swear to God, ain't no jump off no bandwagon shit. It ain't no. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's something I had already been thinking about. And it's just that motivation, like, you know what, I don't even know how long I'm gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? Any day
so you might as well go hard.
You might as well just fucking do it.
Right, just do it.
And just
and that's a lesson for everybody.
Yeah, just do it. And so and I know it's a lot of people who probably scared of doing shit at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I do want to always leave a positive tone with it, like we all in this.
You want your life to mean something. You want to have some type of legacy. Nip is definitely, I think, going to be bigger in his death than he was in his life, and that's unfortunate, but it's beautiful at the same time. It's a great thing that we had the opportunity to see, witness, and view what somebody who was like seemed to be pure-hearted. You know what I mean? In the game, like really making a conscious effort to try to uplift and enhance his community, get gunned down. That's just.
And you know what though? I think it's a lot of talk. A lot of people don't understand. Like y'all trying to glorify Nip.
Yeah.
He was in the gang. I know certain people think that, and I don't really think a lot of people understand. It's like when everybody, like all the real motherfuckers who out here, you do it's good and bad. And sometimes you just gotta learn. You just gotta learn as you get older and with life experience. And so I think that's really what he signifies. Like you had to do, he was in the game. I don't know what he did. I ain't.
It's not even a question.
I ain't giving him a pass necessarily for what he did in the past if he did anything crazy.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you gotta. I don't even want to say judge a man. You just take the good with the bad, as long as you're growing. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're growing. And so I think so many people kind of vibe with that energy.
Yeah.
Like, all right, he was in the game, but now he's trying to get back to the community, the same little plaza. Maybe he was hustling that. Now he bought it.
I mean, that's just like the story of, like just being the people's champion. Like everybody wants to come up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, he came up.
Yeah.
The nigga Nip came up and did it at a major level, and really he just been slept on. To be honest with you, like really Nipsey's really just been slept on because he been doing this shit. You know what I mean? He been independent. He been moving his own merchandise, his own product. He been about his fam. He been about his own movement. He been about the marathon. And really, I think now you're getting to see really like what his whole movement was really about. Like that's got to be, at least a part of the reason why something like this would happen. Like to have some type of meaning, and hopefully, his death isn't in vain, and his life can be like a testament to the community. Like really, what we all need to be trying to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not just rich niggas and
everybody,
but everybody need to be on that shit, man. For real, like
everybody
need to be on that shit, bro.
And you could do it whether or not you just motivating somebody, a pat on the back, a prayer. You know, give somebody.
Everybody can do it at their own level, but I really think to have an effect, you know, you gotta put movement and motion behind whatever it is that you're thinking about doing. And I really think, you know, it kind of sheds light on some of the guys in the industry now that talk a big game. They out here doing a lot of lip boxing, a lot of running their mouth on the gram and shit, but they not necessarily doing the best themselves of trying to invest in their community. Like, yeah, they might be on, their boys might be on, or they might be getting some money in the street on the road, but like really putting a community of people on and putting a community of people in the game, it's not a lot of guys doing that, bro. Like entertainers, period, not just rappers. Everybody like to focus on rappers. Like, there's not a lot of actors doing that shit. There's not a lot of fucking lawyers doing that shit.
So I want you to hold that thought right there. You know, we're gonna talk about that in the next one a little bit. We're gonna explore that a little bit more.
Okay.
You know,
that's what's up.
And so we're gonna stop right here. You know, check me out. It'll be another video coming soon. I appreciate y'all. My man Ty. Hey, let's talk about it later. R.I.P. Nip.
Rest in peace, Nip.